Perfect. Thank you guys for coming. So as I've mentioned to some of you guys before, we are building a mobile app which will let you tweak your videos and add special effects to them. So before I show you guys the prototype, let's go around the room and talk a little bit about whether you guys take a lot of photographs and videos on your phones, and what instances do you do that at, and then how do you share them? So you guys can just either go one by one or just jump in, whatever you like.
I'll start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I usually take photos on my phone. I usually take photos on my phone and sometimes video and a lot of selfies. So, I mean, usually we take photos when we're out roaming somewhere. Daily, you don't take any much photos, but when you're roaming out, friends or family, you take photos to capture memories. But I don't really edit those photos or pictures anymore. I don't use that feature much.
And then how do you share them with
I
your
mean,
friends?
maybe WhatsApp, Facebook. Those are the two main things you share the photos with. Yeah.
I think it's most of the for me as well. It's the same. I mean, I don't take pictures just roaming around. It's just that we are onto some occasion or we go out to see some places. It's when we just take pictures. Videos again. It's just that if you want to capture something into a video, we usually take it. And about sharing, yes, like Facebook and WhatsApp are right now the means through which people share videos most of the time, I would say. And about editing, not really. Like it's just that we took the video and we just want to share it out, so we just go and just share without editing much.
What about you
I
guys?
think editing for me it's like most photographs I edit a lot, like adding some effects, that's all though. But for videos I don't go for editing. It's just that something I would like to see is like the slow-mo. I always want to add in my videos. But so like in iPhone it's there, like the slow-mo is there, but you can't add that effect later on, I guess. Yeah. it's
Okay.
like that. So but photographs, yeah, I generally go for editing a lot. Yeah. And I do take quite randomly pictures, selfies or something. Yeah. Random stuff.
I guess I'm in a similar scenario. I don't take many videos. I take a lot of photos on my phone. I'm currently using a iPhone 6. I feel like it's so far it seems pretty good in terms of photo quality. So I use this over a camera. The only time I would take videos is if I'm at a sporting event. I want to capture something like that. But otherwise, when I'm traveling, I take a lot of photos.
And then the videos that you take at sporting events, do you share them a lot or they're just for yourself?
Not often. I just like keep them just for my own memories. But what I do is I upload them onto like a desktop machine or something, store them there, so it's not on my phone. When I do share videos and photos, I'll just use something like Facebook, just a straight up Facebook app interface, and then WhatsApp as well. And the time that I find myself editing or making any changes is with Instagram.
Okay.
But not all that often. It's mainly just for
And why do you upload those videos to your desktop
it's
instead
just
of?
for backup, say, because I always
Okay.
damage my phones.
Okay.
So I feel like it's good to have a second.
But do you still keep the copy on your phone or do you
Yeah.
delete it for
Yeah.
like storage?
Exactly.
Reasons.
So I keep the copies on my phone until I run out of space. Then I start deleting the older photos
Got
and I
it.
keep the more recent ones just in case I want to upload it later on like Facebook or social media.
Okay. What about you?
So I take photos with my friends to like selfie and we post that on WeChat if you know. On the friend circle, so every friend can see what we are together to been to some place to have fun. And I think we have to enhance the photo uh, with some apps so that some of us stuff that can be, I mean, watermarked or we can add maybe some words on the photo. So
Okay.
that shows our mood or weather, something, anything. And for video, I think the most situation we use video is to uh, take a video for when we do sports and like Ashma said, do a slow mo, and we can cut that video and just put that part access slow-mo onto friend circle or something like this.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, and then what about like, have you guys used any apps for videos or photo editing? For those of you who do edit at all, and can you guys speak a little louder? This camera's the mic is not very powerful.
I use the inbuilt camera editor like for Android. Whenever you have the inbuilt with the camera,
Mm-hmm.
this gives you a little bit options. But
Yeah.
if I want to edit more, I use Picasa.
Okay.
Because again, it comes with the Google stuff, so it's easier. Which is like I don't have to download anything, new app or something. And for videos, I generally don't edit, but if I do, I do it on laptop only, like
Okay.
using Windows Movie Maker or something like that.
Okay. So you use
I-
Windows and Android as your operating
Yeah,
system.
and if I'm using Mac, I use iMovie for editing
Okay.
videos. Yeah.
What about you guys?
I had used an app called as Photo Editor recently, and it was basically for two occasions. I'd used just to combine pictures, like to collage pictures. That was one of the reasons why I had to reach out to an app store and search for something, okay, which app can help me to collage pictures. But yeah, that was just like two occasions when I had used that app. But apart from that, as I said, I don't have used much apps.
Okay.
I mean, I don't edit photos much, but some of the features I like to use on my phone, there's slow motion, burst mode, capturing sporting events, burst mode, and then there's also a feature where you can take 360-degree view
Mm-hmm.
of one picture.
Yeah.
So those and panorama and those kind of things.
And what phone do you use?
I use S6 Edge,
So Android.
Android S6 Edge.
Okay. How many of you use Android and how many of you use iPhone?
iPhone.
Android.
Android. So 3 iPhone, 2 Android. Okay.
Right.
Sounds good.
That's a good range. But
Yeah.
Same here. I haven't done much video editing. I
Okay.
did one thing I do recall trying or experimenting, and then I just got bored of it. Was I think there was this app called Spark
Okay.
or something for iPads and iOS devices in general. And I was excited about that because on an iPad it's very easy. It's like user friendly to be able to edit things. But on a phone it's the same concept, but I feel the screen is smaller.
Okay.
So I did experiment with like some time lapse photos, time lapse videos and things, and then never followed up on it. But
Okay.
I think I might start doing that again.
Okay.
So I think for video, we just want to clip that more, and for photo, we may want to bind some photo together into one photo, so that you can show some of different stuff in one.
Full launch.
Okay.
That's a good idea. But let's say what you
Yeah.
do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. And then I guess another question before we move on to the prototype would be, in general, do you guys buy a lot of mobile apps? Do you guys pay for apps, or do you just use only free apps? Or if you do pay for apps, then how much money do you think you spend every month on those?
WhatsApp $1 a year. Android free apps.
Okay.
Same for me.
I don't recall apps until now.
Same here. I guess that most of the apps that I've downloaded are all free apps. I will like, for example, if I suddenly am looking for a specific app, for example, or like with utilities or what do you call those productivity apps. If
Right.
at all, I might spend on those, but I don't think that like if an app is more than $4.99 or something, I would think twice before. Because
Okay.
most apps, I think that's probably like the
Right.
And the point is, if there's a need for something, there we have alternatives when it comes to like free apps. So
Right.
people are like, why even spending $1 where you have apps which might do somewhat similar task, maybe not to that level, but still people feel it like it's fine.
Yeah,
So I don't think so. They spend much on getting paid apps.
that makes
We can have
sense.
alternatives.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I also prefer free apps, but if the app is good and they can have some in-app purchase, which is you can buy some not external, maybe more a much better function
Mm-hmm.
using. That's your choice. It's not required. So anyway, we are engineers, so we can write apps. So why should we buy one?
That's a good one. Okay, so I'm gonna play the prototype now, and then let me know if you don't understand anything or have any questions. And then after we're done, first I would like you guys actually, if you guys can see, there's a section on notes. So if you think of something while you're watching it, you can just write it down there. And then after we're done with the prototype, I'd like you guys to fill out the rest of the questionnaire until question 12, and then we'll talk more. Okay. So this is the app. It's called Tweek, and this is an Android interface. So we just go into the app. Our entire development team is actually in Berlin. So we found this girl, Maddie, on the streets in Berlin, and we asked her to help us create a prototype. So you're gonna see how Maddie goes through the app and creates a video. So she opens the app in selfie mode, and she's gonna start recording herself.
First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger.
You guys heard that? Okay. So she takes a video, and now she wants to add a bunch of other clips that she's already recorded. So she's just gonna quickly go through, open up her video library, pick up a bunch of clips to add, and then select.
First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger.
She wants to add some music.
First thing you got to know about me.
So she, using this, she can go through her music library on her phone and look for a song that goes with the.
First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger. First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger. First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger.
She picks the mustache, and then she brings it on her face.
First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger. First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger. First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger. First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger. First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger. Hugging all over the world, don't catch feelings, it ain't love, we're just the kings of giving our hugs. First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger.
Like that, and it's gonna create the video. And now she can share it with her friends. She can select friends that she wants to text it to. She can send it through WhatsApp, Facebook, and any other native sharing options through her phone. So she picks a few friends that she wants to send it to, and hit send. Now, another thing that you can do in the app, which we haven't developed yet, so I'm not going to be able to walk you through it, is that you can actually retweak somebody else's video. So say I tweaked a video and sent it to you, and I gave you permission to retweak it. You can actually edit that and do something fun out of it. So Jude does something like that, and let's see what he did.
Call it retweet.
Yeah, since it's Tweek, so we thought we would do retweak. So yeah, what do you guys think?
Oh, looks like
Cool.
cool. Yeah.
It's cool. It's new.
I mean, it's like a blend of a few apps which are doing just one functionality
Right.
into separately, and now it's like an app which has multiple functionalities doing into one platform, like or in one app, which is cool. One thing I liked about it was adding voice, which is like dub smash. You just can add which dubs your video. You take your own video, you add a just like video behind it or audio behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Adding a sticker was cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, and the best thing is, it's just that you don't add a static sticker, which is like static.
Oh,
That's like it goes well with the video, which I really liked it. Like it was just stick
Exactly.
to its
Moving with your
face, and it was like moving along with the face, which I really liked.
Same thing. I was very impressed with how the sticker or the mustache actually moved with her
Yeah.
face. I didn't expect
Yeah.
that. I thought it's gonna be
It like was
Like you
static
said, static.
sticker it's somewhere, but it wasn't that case, which was
And
really
And the
nice.
interface is pretty easy for a user to use it. I mean, the small ones on the right and
Yeah.
then on the bottom, and it's not like occupying whole space of your mobile, right? So it's pretty easy to see and see the effect you're gonna add. That makes a lot more difference for a user actually. So like we see in our own apps,
Yeah.
how it makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice that
That's
the
really
a lot of like the features and functionality are all like you said on one side, one strip, so you know that's exactly what you have available instead of having to press another
Yeah.
button and go to another setting. It's all right there, but it's not too large the way it's affecting what you're being able to view. One of my favorite features on the app is the fact that you can retweak. I think that's a very cool concept. I don't think I've heard of that in other apps, so I think that's a
Yeah,
unique
and
point.
retweaking a video again itself is like something new, I would say.
Yeah.
It's like I pass on to a video and then you give me back with a different version of it. So
yeah.
That's cool.
that's nice. Like nice thoughts behind it, I would say.
It's also nice that you can enable it and disable it based
Yeah.
on who
Yeah.
you're sending it to.
Privacy
Yeah.
again.
One thing which I like the most about this is you can add multiple videos or multiple pictures into it, and then you can customize each one of it. Like
Yeah.
you can slow or fast
Mhm.
one video and the other video. So it's very customizable. And being an Android user, I like to customize my desktop, my everything. So this gives me a lot of customizing options. So I like that feature.
So you can add videos and pictures as well? Or
Just
a single-
videos.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Videos and videos.
Just videos.
And what about the pictures? You can
I don't think you can add pictures.
no, not in video, but if you go for pictures only, can you clip pictures together?
No, this is only a video app.
Video.
Or just
Yeah, just for video.
So
Um,
I'm wondering, how do you track the sticker, the mascara?
There's actually there's a lot of APIs that can do that, like facial recognition type of stuff. A lot of companies have like
That
this
technology.
type of technology that you can license from them.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was amusing is also the fact that you and I were talking a lot about using Facebook and WhatsApp as sharing apps,
Right.
and those are the two main ones that
Yeah,
you have,
Right.
like, was
yeah. I think they're
the
the
popular
most
ones.
popular
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, and one is for a more private sharing, and one is for a more public
Exactly.
type of sharing. We've heard Instagram a lot too from a lot of the people that we've spoken to,
Mhm.
that they'd like to share on Instagram. And they do share a lot of videos on Instagram, except for the fact that it's only 15 seconds.
Right.
One thing I'm curious on with for example, the Facebook sharing, where you said you could select your friends that you wanted to from the top list. Does it pull it from your Facebook friends?
So the
List
friends was
or
actually
how
your
does it work?
contacts, and you
From
could
your contacts,
text it to
okay.
them. So like a
Understood.
message.
Gotcha.
And then at some point we're also gonna have a feed within the app, so you can share. You can have followers on the app, and you can share it to them or your friends who are on the app. So like an in-app sort of
Like an
network
Instagram.
experience as well. Yeah. So why don't you guys fill out part 2 until question 13?
Okay.
And now we can talk a little more about the specific features that you liked.
So can the music be like downloaded on the go and then added? No, right? Not
As long as it's on your phone.
on your phone.
So you gotta have to download it and then we can add.
Yeah, so that's something that we're talking about. Like, what do you guys think about that? Is that something that's convenient, or would you want to have something else?
No, I would say it is convenient, but it is not something that would give like most of the people like to go ahead and add a music, because see, to add a fun quotient to it, people would not have funny music in their phones. So for to add them, they have to go first search them, then come download it and then add it. If you could actually do something where they can actually just go search online, or you create your own library of audios, and then you just pick something from there, that might help.
Yeah, we've got that a lot. Do you guys use Spotify?
Yeah.
Would you guys want to be able to connect to Spotify and use music from there, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have premium accounts or the free ones?
It's of now free ones.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Let me know if you have any questions.
So I think the best option is you can search a music by its classification, fun or sad or something.
Like
You
a
can
mood class.
Yes, you can add text to it and search this music and try one by one. But on that, you have to put all the music on your server, not from other database, right?
Yeah.
So, and after that, you can also choose which part of this music you want to add to your video. This will make it more.
That makes sense.
Yes, much stuff you can do.
Can you add multiple effects on the same clip?
Mhm.
You can add that.
Yeah, like the first clip, she added the mustache and then also changed her voice.
Hopefully you can read my writing. I'm making sure I write neat.
I'll try my best.
It's up to 16, you said?
That's it, 13, and then we'll do these in
Then
the
it's
end.
fine. Okay.
Can we download more stickers from any store or something?
Yeah, so that's something that we've been thinking about. That we'd like to have a store in which you can. So that's where the in-app purchases comes in actually.
Yeah.
So we would want to have a lot of branded or crowdsourced or produced in-house stickers or voices, etc. And then have a store in which you can like buy bundles of assets from there. So would that be something that you would consider?
Yeah, I mean, if it's the inbuilt ones are less, I would definitely go for the extra ones. But again, it depends what kind of video you want to make
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It's quite fun, isn't it? Coming up with apps and ideas for apps and features and stuff. It kind of like brings in a lot of creativity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been doing this for quite some time now, and we've pivoted a lot, so it's been fun.
How long has the project been on for? Like how long?
This one, I guess we started talking about it probably 6 to 8 months ago.
Mhm.
And then we initially thought of doing something which was more to do with publishing videos or like a viewing experience as opposed to creating and editing. And then we just talked to a bunch of people, and that's what they found more interesting. So
the company that you work for creates apps in general? Or?
no, so we have we're actually a video technology company, and we've been here since about 6 years now.
Mhm.
We started in the video syndication business, and then we moved on to desktop publishing. So we have a bunch of sites in which we publish licensed video content, and then we monetize that through ads. So that's the product that's in the market that's making money for us, and we're using sort of the cash from there to incubate something new that's more exciting and that kind of stuff. So
What is it called as? The desktop one?
it's called I Love Video.tv.
He's deep in thought.
Yeah. So what was your favorite feature out of the ones you saw?
Mustache.
The mustache. How do you see yourself using that feature?
I mean, not just mustache, but
Yeah,
obviously
like the stickers. Yeah, how do you?
I think
see
if it goes well along with the videos, it's a good first question to have into videos, and you can have like fun around people.
What about you guys?
I would say like I liked a lot of the features actually, but my what I think is the most important in any application is like a user-friendly interface and simplicity. That's part of the reason why I gravitated towards iOS products. I mean, I guess you can argue Android products are simple
Yeah.
too, but it depends. You can customize it very simple. But I'm just saying that in general, especially on a small screen, if it's like a mobile device, it has to be more simple. So it's not like you can't fit too many things and it'll clutter stuff, which this doesn't do. So that I actually like that.
Okay. What about you?
I like the voice thing. You can add different voices, and definitely the way you can customize it from different aspects. You can add one feature to a particular video, and then add another feature to different video. You can customize it, so it gives you a lot of flexibility. So I like that.
What about you?
Yeah, like voiceover, celebrity voiceover.
The celebrity voiceover.
Yes, it's very popular in China. There's an app called I don't know what's that called in English. So it's basically you can share a video, not a video. Yes, there are multiple voice clip on the server that are most are made by celebrities, and you can pick one, and you can film yourself with
So it's
some.
like Dubsmash?
Yeah, maybe.
You can just do lip sync and then
Yes.
voice.
So it's like a recorded clip that
Yes,
that's like Dubsmash.
Okay.
So what is it called in China?
in Chinese,
Yeah.
小咖秀. You don't know why.
No, that's fine.
Just curious, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good to know the words.
Means,
I wouldn't
it
remember
means-
even after 5 minutes, but just
Just to know, right, at the time.
Is it an English app or a Chinese app?
Chinese. Only Chinese.
What about you? What was your favorite?
My favorite again, what Sajid said was like the simple interface to do everything at one stop. Like I don't want to go somewhere else. Oh, I couldn't do in this app. I want to go there and make something else and then bring the edited video over here.
Mm-hmm.
So that is good enough. I mean, voiceover, stickers, and everything. It was pretty good. Like I'll go for it if it's like, oh, I need to make it pretty soon
Mm-hmm.
and it's handy. I would not need to open a laptop and start making
Right.
animations and all.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then, in terms of, I guess, the library of assets that you saw, in terms of the stickers, the voices, etc., what type of assets do you think you would use that were either there on the app or you would want to have on the app? And would that be something you would necessarily pay for as an in-app purchase if it was exactly what you wanted?
if I'm making something very customized, if I want to send it to someone, I'm making it for a reason. I don't mind paying for it. But if I'm just making it for fun, then I probably, I'll probably find some other alternatives. But if I'm making it for some particular reason,
And what would such a reason be that you can
such a
imagine
reason maybe,
yourself using it?
School project.
No, not a project, but maybe if I want to send a cool video to one of my friends, and make it, and something which is there, which is paid, and if I add that feature and it makes it really cool, I would not think
Can you
about
think
it.
of an example?
Ooh. So let's say it's a birthday of my friend, and
Yeah.
maybe there's a sticker of a cake. I'm just giving a random example. It's
Yeah.
stupid, but
No, that
something
makes
like that.
sense.
Something like that. And if it really merges with, and if I don't see any other free options for it, I might just go ahead and pay for it. I mean, there has to be a reason. I mean,
Right.
if I'm just
Like
doing
an
it for
intent.
fun, probably I would find some other alternatives. But if I'm doing it for a reason, and if I have to send it to someone, that would be really nice, I would do that.
What about you?
Well, I agree. I guess I agree with him in a sense where it's like if you're sending it like to like a friend or family member for a birthday or something.
Right, something like
Yeah, that makes
In
sense.
fact, like we can extend the same thing across different cultures, different festivals.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have like in India, you have so many festivals. So if you come up with something that helps people customize their own videos in some way which is related to the festival, maybe that might just click into people and they might start using it for that reason.
That makes sense.
But what I was also going to add was that so in addition to like like personal events and things like that, if you are working, if you have like a university student that has to do a project, they could see a lot of use for this, right? Especially with the sticker bundles and putting voices over. I feel like for the fundamental features, you shouldn't have to be able to make in-app purchases.
Right.
But if you want like sticker bundles or variety,
Yeah, exactly
bundles,
my point. So you'll have some basic ones that you can use for free, and we want you to be able to do that so that you can try out the app and know how it works and like enjoy it.
Exactly.
And then there'll be some specific branded content that like for example, if you're a Star Wars fan, the lightsaber, if you want to be able to use that, you might have to pay for that, but you can use the mustaches and like the other stuff that we've created for you.
for free.
But if it's something that's a branded content or even something that's crowdsourced, so if there's like a bunch of designers and artists and they come up with something, would that be something you guys would be willing to pay for?
But actually, I liked his idea a lot about him talking about like in different cultures, like different
Yeah.
diversities, you have different festivals and things. If you have types of soundtracks or stickers that would go with that,
That makes sense.
So I remember like in Facebook chat, I guess they have stickers
Yeah.
for like Punjabi, like the Balle Balle, they do
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
there you
there's
go.
this one Guju
Yeah.
Gujarati stickers, they're
Doing
different.
Garba.
I mean, I
just
saw
kidding.
them with
Something
a
like that.
few of them are there. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a
Punjabi,
bunch
I'm
of
sure
fun.
they're there.
So from my point of view, since it's an app for social network and for fun, make it free, totally free.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you like to
So-
see ads on it then?
What's that?
Would you like to see ads on it then?
No ads.
How do you how do you make
How do
money
you make
then?
money? If you are a startup, make money from the investor. Investor maybe some.
But they need to be paid back if we take money
Yeah,
from
if you
them.
have a lot of user, you will have money. Don't bother with money.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good app. So if you make it if you it costs you $1, or if it's free, and all your friends are playing with it, will you download it? But what if it costs you $1 or $2? Will you download it? You will think twice, right?
Yeah, so that's the reason why we don't want to make it a paid app and we want to do in-app purchases and have a limited amount of functionality that you can use for free. And then beyond that, things, especially that we need to pay for, because if you want to get the
So-
Star Wars lightsaber in, we're going to have to pay them.
So I'm thinking about user. If I want to pay for some extra stickers,
Yeah.
what about we can let user to create their own stickers?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is better, user?
Well,
For the
you tell me.
For fun and diversity, if you can let user create their own stickers, it makes this app different every day, every post. If you just have some type of free stickers, everyone use these stickers, and it's more there will be more and more duplicates, and people are getting not very interested in this.
That makes sense.
Fine. But I guess like what I'm also curious with based on what you're saying and with what she was saying. Normally, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm also learning a little bit on the app market and stuff. The three ways you make money is either selling the app itself, or in-app purchases, or advertisements.
You're right.
What would another way be to make money? Is there no other way, or would it be, for example, the actual user base itself? Would that
So,
be generating
well-
revenue from, for example, being sold out to different?
Yeah, but that's so if you want to try to sell user data, that's like a very gray area and there's a lot of privacy concerns. So we don't want to do that.
Not the user data itself, but more like the accounts which can merge with a different app or something. But let's say you're not going that route, then you'd have to pick one of those three ways
Yeah,
to make
I
money,
think
right? So it's either in-app
the more
purchases or-
realistic options are one of those three. And if you look at most apps, WhatsApp, you need to pay $1 a year.
Gotcha.
Facebook has ads, a lot of ads.
Gotcha.
Instagram has started with ads and so on. So that's
Yeah,
I
very
guess
few of
that's
them. It's
another-
actually very few of them actually had the purchase for download, right? It's more of the
Yeah,
in-app
the
purchase.
yeah, exactly. Because it makes sense, right? The barrier to entry. Why do you want to, give someone second thoughts to even download your app in the first place? So a lot of people also have like I don't know if you guys have heard of Magisto, but they have a free app and then they have certain limits on it, and then they have a pro app, which is like a $4 or $5 app that you pay for. So you can try the free one, and then if you hit the limit, you can try.
Okay, what about you just earn money from big companies like Coca-Cola want to post that a few days?
That's something that we're considering, like branded channels, in which you have brands like Coke put in their assets, and then people can use them to create videos, and that's a form of advertisement for them.
So it still boils
It's
down to
still
advertising and
it's
such.
still a subset of that, but it's not like your intrusive ads in front of you.
Right.
There's a lot of creative ways to package that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just got me curious when he said like
Yeah.
give it for free. I thought like there has to be like I was curious to ask you what other source would you
It's just
Like
one
this
thing-
one I mentioned.
so more like in-app purchases and stuff that you feel would be the best generator, I guess.
One thing, what if you see common between Facebook, WhatsApp, or some other app, like so what they did was, they initially were they free for a couple of years, and then once you make it, once you make it not an option but a necessity for the user,
Integral part of their life.
it's like so WhatsApp now, like if WhatsApp says, if it's free, fine, I'm using it. Now it's become a necessity of my life. So if they start making, if right now they're charging like $1 or $2 a year, if they start charging me $10 a year, I'm gonna pay for it. So I mean that's how Facebook emerged. Like so right now even Facebook tells us pay $10 a year. It's nothing. $10 a year is nothing. But if it was right at the beginning when Facebook started, nobody would pay. But now it's so integral part of their lives that they will pay 10 or 20 bucks a year, and that will shoot up the money which Facebook pays because it has like millions of users.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's also a bit of a dangerous area because I've
Yeah,
seen
Yeah,
when
it is.
Facebook tried to do something like that, a lot of the users tried to boycott it.
Yeah,
But because they have the network itself, the social network, right? So you know how social network works now. If one thing, if
It's a
one
viral network.
exactly, so if
Yeah.
one company does something that annoys them, like the whole media gets together
Yeah.
and there's a whole boycott movement. So that's also dangerous unless you do it within a certain small
certain limit,
increment.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. There has to be definitely a lot of research going on behind that.
No, I agree with you. Like I would, if Facebook said, "Hey, pay $10 for the year," I would be okay with paying
Yeah,
$10 because
but
I
not
get to know.
everyone will.
But some people will get really annoyed. Then they'll start posting about it. That gets put on Facebook. That goes
Yeah.
around, and that affects it. And then for us who actually would want to pay for the app, we'd be in a weird situation if it gets boycotted as well.
And the competitors get a chance to just bounce on that.
Exactly.
Okay, so I guess the next part, and I know it's already so I want to speed up a little bit.
Yeah.
But the next part would be, so there's a lot of other features that we're considering adding, and where we do something that's like a continuous development type of thing. So we want to launch a few features, put it out to users, see how they're doing, and then develop new ones. So these are some of the other features that we're considering to add to the app in the future. So if you guys can like rank them in terms of, you can put a 1 if it's a feature that you really like and you would like to pay for it, and then a 2 if you like it but you probably won't pay for it, 3 if it's like a nice to have, and 4 if you really are not interested. And I can explain some specific features if you have any questions. I even might have some examples of videos for those features. So just let me know if you have any questions. And you can actually go ahead and complete the rest of the questionnaire as well. Do you want me to shut that?
No.
No, I just don't know if there's any mosquitoes.
I have a question. So let's say you make a video. So what format is that video in? Like, is it an MP3 format? Is it a regular format, or do you have to have the same app to open that video?
No, so you can either share the video within the app or when you post outside the app or save it and it's going to be a regular video.
If I say yes, I want to be put on the mailing list. Can I be taken off it whenever I want as well?
Yes, you'll
Okay.
always have the unsubscribe option. And
Awesome.
we're not going to bother you with 50 emails.
Because I'm the type of person, like, you get people that are really finicky about being on mailing lists and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, I don't want to be on mailing lists. For me, I don't care. It's virtual. You can just delete an email if
Yeah,
you don't want
you
it,
can.
right?
So
But-
we'll probably send you like, I don't know, an email a month or something.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so even if I get flooded with emails, it doesn't bother me as much as long as I know that the minute I
can
unsubscribe, then it's done.
Yeah,
and
it's
the funny part-
MailChimp, so
okay,
it's the standard unsubscribe
Cool.
option that you have.
Otherwise, you can still it.
No, it's not. It's not about that. It's just that, yeah. But you get some people who are like, like worried about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for me, as long as I know the unsubscribe button works, then I'm more likely to actually keep the mail coming in. It's
Mhm.
companies that send you stuff that don't give you the option. I get really
Yeah.
annoyed and want to block and stuff.
Yeah.
I think companies which don't give an option.
They claim that you can unsubscribe, or like, let's say telemarketing services, they say, okay, you can opt out and then you still get calls. So I don't know how.
Yeah, clear.
But you're right, it's very few companies that do. A lot of them are very proper. No, because I'm definitely interested in checking out the beta version.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So we're gonna probably launch the beta in like a couple of months. You can also subscribe if you're really excited about it. You can also sign up for the alpha, which is gonna be a little painful because there's gonna be a lot of bugs.
Okay.
And you'll need to give us a lot of feedback. But if you're, if you're game for that, then you can say alpha on there, and I'll send you the alpha as well.
So let's do this. Send me, like, after the session, send me an email with like your info or whatever, and then I can just send you an email letting you know like if I want to be signed up for the alpha, just to test it out or check it out.
Okay.
You can contact me on this email. But yeah, for now I'll definitely be down to check out the beta. Yeah, because alpha I feel like it'll be too involved for me.
Yeah.
So
So,
I might not
up to
even.
you.
Yeah. But who knows? I might change my mind. That's why I thought.
Well, the catch though is the alpha is going to be on Android.
That's fine. I have an Android device.
You do?
so,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. We'll follow that up very soon with an iOS one, but the first one's going to be on Android.
How long did it take you guys to develop the prototype that you showed?
That was about a week.
Wow, in 1 week they coded all that?
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's from scratch, 1 week?
Well, so that's not an actual app.
No, I know, but
It's a
like,
prototype. Yeah.
oh, no, okay, fine. So you don't have the actual background
No.
app yet.
They're
It'll take
working
a
on
while.
it. We have some amount of the stuff ready. So we have the basic recording, mixing ready. And then we wanted to kind of figure out what the priorities should be for the features, which is why we
Having
have
this
the
one.
prototype while they're simultaneously developing the other features. So I guess, did you guys have about those other features? I have
Oh, wait,
some
sorry. I
samples
missed one or two.
that I can show you. Really. So what was the favorite out of this list? If you had to pick one.
Favorite feature?
Yeah,
Oh, this one. Okay.
out of that long list of features.
Favorite one.
I like mood filters.
I like the way if you can change the location. So that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's
That'd
really
be
cool.
Or like location animation. It's like just turn the street into a mountain or something like that.
That would be like, if I cannot go there, I should get
Yeah, like a virtual vacation.
it.
So, what about you?
Mood filters.
Mhm.
I somehow like that.
What exactly is mood filter?
So it's
What
kind
does
of
it
like,
do?
I have a sample, I can show you. It's kind of like changing it's like a filter over.
That would help me to create videos when friends give me permission to change theirs.
Ah,
Features.
okay. So that's the one with the hand signs.
Oh, nice.
Can you see? And then that's that one filter. And then that was the movie scene edit.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Do you want me to play it again?
Yeah.
Do you miss that?
I miss that. Oh, that's it.
And then that's the mood. And then that's the hands. That's all I have, I think. Okay. What else? Yeah, what about storage? Do you guys think you have an issue with like storage on your phones?
Google.
Yeah, but
Page Turner.
the thing is, yeah, it should be automatic, like not automatically, maybe uploaded pretty soon on your cloud,
I mean,
right? Otherwise,
I-
it will
Not-
take your internal storage space.
No, if I can download it on my phone,
Mhm.
I have my Google backup always, so it will automatically back up on Google Cloud.
Okay.
So I don't have to pay for any other cloud, and try to, because Google, everything of my stuff is at one place, and I know it's secure. I don't want to go ahead and have some of my stuff at some other place and then some of my stuff.
That
I
makes
just want it at one place, everything. So
One
And-
safe location.
one safe location.
And anyways, like nowadays, cell phone,
Yeah, not like Apple.
cell phone comes with a decent storage space these days. So I mean, yes, you can take pictures and you go out of space, but then it's just when people are like have too many, like they have tendency of taking too many videos or pictures, or like you have been taking pictures for about a year or so, and then you run out of a space. So
Yeah.
I don't think the people who really like would need storage a lot to store these.
In this case, I would say like people are gonna go and edit the videos over there, so they will want to have these all edited videos in one space, right?
Right.
So, but the thing is, you will always go for some amount of free initial space because otherwise people
Of
will
course.
go for Google or Dropbox, of course.
Yeah.
So if you give initial 25 to 30 GB free, and after that you can ask them to pay some amount for if you want some unlimited or more than 100 GB or something like that. Yeah.
I mean, if you're planning to have news feed or something like that, you probably need to store it on your server.
Mhm. Yeah, if it's a public feed, it's gonna be on our servers.
Right.
So that you won't have to pay for that. I guess.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I'm not sure why we need a space to store videos in the server.
Basically, a lot of people don't have a lot of space on their phones, so they wanna have a space in the cloud to store their photos and videos. So a lot of photo editing apps monetize in that way. That you pay for storage, you get to use the app for free, but if you want to store them securely and all of that, then you pay for storage. But yeah, that's a valid point. Like if you were already using something like Google to store everything in one place, then you'd want to stay with that. That makes sense. And then I guess any parting thoughts? Any last minute thoughts on something else that you would want to see in the app that we haven't spoken about so far, or any other instances of use that you can think of, or even any other assets that you'd want to see on the app that you'd really be excited to use?
We covered almost.
I mean, I would like to have the photos also added in the
Okay.
video clips. Yeah. I mean, the way it's Windows Movie Maker allow me to do that, videos and photographs both together. It will be much better if I have photos also.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more customizing option.
You're ready?
I think sharing is the most important part of this app. You can not launch every feature if you want to launch when you launch an app first in beta, but keep sharing as the most first place. So people can share with each other easily and they can expand very quickly.
Yeah, sharing is something that is definitely a part of the very crucial part of the experience. So the experience is that you record something, you tweak it, and then you share it. So the sharing is gonna be there, right? From the
That's
beginning.
how Dub Smash and those things got famous.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you have celebrities doing that using the same app, it goes viral.
Yeah.
It goes
Yeah.
viral.
That's sure.
I agree with that.
Just one quick question. Do you have like any limitations on what long a video could be?
So in the beginning, I think we're gonna start with 30-second video, because the storage becomes
Exactly,
really
yeah.
expensive. So we're gonna start with that, and then eventually we'll expand to different sizes.
That makes absolute sense because most of the most fun and entertaining videos are just short.
Yeah, and
30 seconds.
it also, the longer it gets, the longer it takes to render.
Yeah.
Which just ruins the
And
experience.
then, to be very frank, even people don't have patience these days
Yeah,
to
they
like
don't.
go and
Watch
watch the
full
entire video. They would just see like 30-40 seconds and
Exactly.
like, oh, cool, let's go
Exactly.
move ahead.
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
that's so true. Like my attention span is not more than 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's either because then you get into the market of having people waiting in line at like Starbucks or something to pull up their video and they're like looking and laughing. You know, that's when I watch videos on Facebook,
Yeah.
which are all the small like short snippets. But if it's like 2-3 minutes, I'm gonna have to find time to, and then I won't be able to just pull up my phone. And go there. So yeah, that's cool.
Definitely. Okay, that's about it, I guess. Thank you so much for this.